Once a year, Las Vegas turns into a cowboy town, and this was the week. We're going shopping for everything Western, watching champion team ropers, sampling a whiskey, and buying a few new duds.
And then we're heading west, way west, to Knott's Merry Farm and Christmas in Calico. 2 live shows and lots of behind-the-scenes action.
So get ready, because this adventure starts right now.
So here's a question for you. Just how many horses are in the Las Vegas Valley during the National Finals Rodeo? Well, we live just minutes from the South Point, and the horse trailers along Las Vegas Boulevard and parked on the side streets absolutely boggles the mind. There are more than 500 livestock and 65 stock contractors participating in the rodeo itself. But there are also horse and bull sales going on as well. In a word, it's a lot, and we love it. Today is Saturday, December 9th, day 2 of the NFR, and we are at the South Point to mingle with the cowboy crowd for the afternoon. Along with everybody else, we're headed to the Cinch Western Gift Show. A tip of the hat to Benny Binion as we pass by. The show is on the upper level, just down the hall from the famous South Point Arena. And if you don't know the way, this staircase is definitely a handy landmark. Stepping into the South Point Exhibit Hall, we are immediately immersed in everything you could want for a Western lifestyle, whether you live in the West or not. It's been a tradition at South Point, dubbed Vegas Cowboy Central, for many years. The show opened even before the rodeo did, and it ends today.
Well, here we are at South Point, our first event of the Cowboy Week. This is a shopping event. I think this is sponsored by Cinch. But in the arena, they got all kinds of doings going in there, because we're going to check that out in just a little bit. But let's go do some shopping. Come on.
You want a saddle?
I would if I had a horse.
Oh, minor detail.
In this one room are more than 150 vendors from all around the country, bringing the West to Las Vegas for 10 awesome days. It's free to enter and free to park as well.
John Deere Green. This looks like fun.
All the well-known brands. And merchandise for sale as small as a buckle, a wallet, a children's book, to furniture and hides, and all manner of top-quality equestrian equipment.
My cousin Durango would love that right there.
You should buy it for him for a Christmas present.
It's $95. So
Never mind.
never mind. You think this was made for me?
I think it's very
I
appropriate,
think it's
actually.
very appropriate for me. Do they have it in a triple extra large?
Now, if you need a demonstration, these young cowboys in training can show you the ropes. For the cowgirls, clothing, more clothing, purses and more purses, jewelry and more jewelry, and don't forget the hats.
All right, friends, what do you think? Is it
Tilt
me?
your head down. No, it's not you. It's not you.
Shoot.
Plenty of hats being steamed and fitted while you wait. We absolutely love this. And if you're actually in the market for a horse,
This is more my speed right here. I can handle this guy right here.
Mikey might fight you for it, though. All right, you guys. Well, maybe not a hat, but this is a Breyer horse. This is a very famous brand. They're mostly ceramic and so on. I've never seen a stuffed version. These are beautiful collector's items. $29. I wonder if I know anybody that would want one of these.
My friends, let me just tell you a little story about buying Western wear. This is the Cinch brand. I always buy Ariats as well, but Cinch just fits me like $1 million. You want to know why? Their extra large is a little bit extra large than your regular extra large, and the quality of these Cinch shirts are amazing. If you ever get a chance, you go to a cowboy store or you're looking for a good cowboy shirt, Cinch is the one you want to get. This is good.
Cinch has been a favorite Western and work clothing brand since 1996, with a tagline of "Lead, don't follow" that perfectly suits this hard-working lifestyle.
What I forgot to tell you was last year at this very show, I bought 2 Cinch shirts. I got one of them on here and me, but I'm looking at this one. This is a nice shirt. What do you think?
It's a typical Dale, black and gray.
That's me.
That's Dale.
The bar area at the gift show is busy all day long, and last night's NFR is being rebroadcast on the big screen. And check this out. Looks like we got some activity at the Pendleton booth.
Talk about the right place at the right time. They just opened up the Pendleton sampling table. This is Pendleton Midnight. We both got a little sampler. Heaven, nectar of the gods on a Saturday afternoon. Oh, that feels good going down.
All right, moving on now to the South Point Arena. Oh my goodness, you can hardly move in here. Past the initial crush, there's a huge Ariat retail area at the backside of the arena concourse. Some of the best boots you could ever wear. But my eye is drawn to the apparel and that buy 2 get 1 free deal, something I won't be able to pass up. And guess what? I didn't. I got a new vest and 2 shirts, one of them free. And as often as we've been in this saloon, this is probably the busiest we have ever seen it at 4 in the afternoon. Even if you're not at the Thomas & Mack, there is still rodeo action to be found right here at the South Point. The Ariat World Series of Team Roping is happening in the arena, so let's go take a look. This is the grand finale for a year-long competition of independent contractors who qualify in roping events throughout the year to earn a spot here in Las Vegas and a chance to acquire prizes. The competition format and prize amounts are carefully calculated and posted on Ariat's WSTR website. And still more cowboy action happening at the Preferred Pavilion. To the left side, cowboys exercise their horses, getting them warmed up and ready for tonight's rodeo action. In the arena on the right, still more team roper competitions are underway. Now, I just happen to know that the South Point has its own exclusive merchandise booth just inside the front door. And guess what? I'm on the lookout for something special.
Yes, folks, he is buying yet another vest.
I've always wanted, I have one already at home, but I was much skinnier and I can't fit into it anymore. But look at the bag.
Where you going, Dale?
Going to Knott's Berry Farm in California.
How about Knott's Merry Farm?
It's Knott's Merry Farm, and our good friend Jeff Tucker wrote 2 shows for it. He's also the entertainment director over there. We're going to go check him out and let him know exactly what we thought of him. I know we're going to love him.
Drive safe, Dale.
Oh, I will. Bye.
Yep, late on Saturday afternoon a week ago, we headed west ourselves in search of Christmases long ago and far away at Calico. What a gorgeous sunset, don't you think?
Good morning, everybody. Sunday morning adventure awaits. We are heading to Buena Park and Knott's Merry Farm. Come on.
If you're going to drive to LA, drive to it Saturday night and into Sunday morning. And I don't know what's going to happen, but so far, the traffic's not too bad.
Traffic's been amazing.
Yeah, now, knock on wood, it's going to, we're going to get into a big traffic jam up here, but so far,
Bite your tongue.
it's been pretty good. I can't bite my tongue. I had oral surgery.
Oops, forgot.
Yeah.
Just after we crossed the always majestic El Cajon Pass, Paula made a very true observation. If you never get out of your house and go somewhere, you're gonna miss breathtaking views like this. And endless trains winding through mountain passes. Travel is truly its own reward. And travel ultimately brought us here to Buena Park, California. I see roller coasters against the sky. Knott's awaits. Merry Christmas, theme park lovers. Let's head inside. The seasonal display that greets us immediately upon entering the park is always gorgeous, but especially so at the holidays. We are just loving the combination of Old West wooden boxes and barrels with traditional Christmas decor. The holiday shows we are about to see are in Ghost Town, so that's where we are headed. It's about 3 p.m. on a busy December Sunday, and the crowds are, well, let's just say, crowded.
Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories.
Nice sweatshirt. I have a feeling I may need that later this evening after the sun goes down. We absolutely love the authentic theming in Ghost Town. We never get tired of seeing it and exploring all the lanes, the buildings, and the authentic history. There's the Bottle House, the Schoolhouse circa 1879. This one, a fine example from Kansas, placed here by Walter Knott as an homage to the value of the one-room schoolhouse to America's history. The Mercantile. The Livery Stable. The original wall that marked the edge of Ghost Town before it was expanded. And lots going on too as well. Ghost Rider for the thrill seekers. Musicians warming up. And even watching a woodcarver at work, although this guy may be from a period a little earlier than the Old West. It's not Scary Farm, but somehow I'm drawn to the Undertaker's... now, wait a minute. Didn't I know her in another life? Here we are at last, the venue for the 2 Christmas shows we came all the way from Las Vegas to see. The venerable Birdcage Theater, modeled after the original in Tombstone, Arizona, will be celebrating 70 years of live performances at Knott's next year. It opened way back in 1954. The Birdcage has launched the careers of many notable performers who are memorialized on the lobby wall. And I know you're going to recognize this guy, Steve Martin, who worked here in his teens and early 20s.
Come on in.
Oh, this is Jeff Tucker.
Come on in.
My
Welcome into
gosh.
the show.
We're coming backstage. Wow. How exciting is this?
Check out the vintage wallpaper backstage. It's actually bird cages. Shows at the Birdcage are included with park admission, but these several hundred seats fill up fast, so get here well before showtime to score a chair. The stage is currently set for the Gift of the Magi, which will be starting very shortly.
So we are here with Jeff Tucker. He's entertainment director at Knott's Berry Farm, and he has written the 2 shows that we are going to be looking at today. We're so excited.
Thank you.
Jeff, tell us about the first one we're going to see.
You're going to see Gift of the Magi, 1885. That's O. Henry's classic tale of 2 people who are just trying to find the right Christmas gift for each other, and Christmas magic happens throughout their adventure, and it's all told through the lens of the Old West. It's really fun.
I love that story, and it always actually makes me cry. So I look forward to seeing your version of it. And second, we'll be seeing another classic, this one, Charles Dickens, right?
Yeah, we've been doing Christmas Carol here for about 25 years, and I decided the Victorian England aspect of it, we've seen it. So I took Scrooge, I plucked him out of England, and I dropped him here in Calico. So it all takes place here at Knott's Berry Farm. There's a lot of Knott's Berry Farm references and Easter eggs, and it has a really fun new ending.
How long have you worked at Knott's, Jeff?
In a few months, it'll be 30 years.
Wow. Okay.
Congratulations. You've done some magic here at Knott's.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The Gift of the Magi opens with a couple of beloved Christmas carols sung by the cast. The First Sacrifice, $20 for a lifetime of hair, but worth it for the fine holster she's able to buy.
For Jim. Give it to me quick before I change my mind.
But of course, that fine holster does no good with the prize pistols sold in order to buy her hair combs.
Go ahead and open my Christmas gift for you here. You might see why you have to go in there for a minute at first.
Oh, Jim! The combs! Oh, the combs I've shipping out for weeks in the general store. The combs. Combs for my hair. Oh, my hair grows so fast, Jim. So fast. Oh, but your gift. I've got it right here on the table. Isn't it a dandy?
I sold the pistols to get the money for your combs.
A story of true love and sacrifice set in old Calico.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year.
After the show, Jeff hooked us up with the Magi cast for a quick interview.
So, hello, friends. We are talking to the cast of Gift of the Magi. Thank you so much for saying hello to us. We really enjoyed the show, and I got a big old tear in my eye.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So, tell us about the experience. How long are you doing this for? Or?
We do this through, I believe the date is January 7th. It's that first weekend in January. And we're on weekends, and then come Christmas, the holiday time, will be 6 days a week for a couple weeks there. And yes, it couldn't be more wonderful.
Plus, we understand that you also play roles in the other production as well, the Christmas Carol production, right?
Not just the Christmas Carol, but a Calico Christmas Carol.
A Calico Christmas Carol.
New twist on the Christmas Carol, which
We're
has
gonna
been
be
a lot of
seeing
fun.
that later. So you have costume changes and whatnot, like soon?
Yes. Oh, yes. Many, actually.
Thank you so much
Yes,
for being with us, and we look forward to the next show.
Thank you so
Great.
much.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Here's a bonus. One more Knott's cast member famed in the annals of Scary Farm for a decade or more.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is a special treat. We are here with Ryder Tucker, and Ryder has had an amazing history with Knott's. She may be super familiar to people that love Knott's
Some
Scary
people,
Farm.
you know, a very small select crowd.
It's a bigger crowd than you think. Tell us about your experience with Scary Farm.
I am one of the youngest haunt monsters, youngest paying haunt monsters. I started working for Knott's, doing work for Scary Farm when I was 7. I was in a show called Possessed at the Mystery Lodge Theater. I was in a couple mazes. I did a couple of publicity events. I'm in a magazine with Vanessa Hudgens, which sounds cool until you realize that I'm like covered in like fake blood in it and like scaring her. But it was a really fun experience. I did it from ages like 7 to 12. It's always my go-to icebreaker when someone asks me to tell them about myself, because no one ever guessed that I did that.
And it's not something that people do.
No,
it's just
probably
really
not.
unique.
The legacy kind of lives on in weird ways. If you go ride Ghost Rider and you've ever seen the kid telling you how to buckle your seatbelt, I'm delighted to tell you that that's me. Lots of people have always had a reaction when I tell them that they've made fun of me, or that they always wondered where that kid is. And unlike popular belief, I was not given a lifetime pass to Knott's. A lot of people think I was like given full reign. It did
Never
not
happened.
happen, but I did get paid.
Thank you, Ryder.
Yeah, of
that
course.
was amazing.
After the show, we hustled outside because the tree lighting was just moments away. The central tree at Knott's Ghost Town towers above the heads of the guests, and while we wait for the lights to come on, we are entertained by a very talented group of carolers. Little did I know at the time, Jeff had arranged for one of my favorite YouTubers, someone I've followed for a decade or more, to meet us at the tree. It was Adam the Woo. What a moment, sharing YouTube stories with him and fellow vlogger The Daphne Show. And by 5:15, all cameras were pointed at the tree to catch the lighting, from bottom to top. Once it was illuminating the evening, the steam train behind it headed off into the sunsets. Our final show at the Birdcage was the Dickens classic A Christmas Carol, as Jeff told us, updated to be set in the old mining town of Calico. Look at this, the show is packed. The story opens with another beloved Christmas carol sung at the train station. We meet Mr. Scrooge.
I want these trains on time. I don't care that it is Christmas Eve.
And his long-suffering employee, Bob Cratchit.
Mr. Cratchit, there may be a gold rush going on, but no man ever got rich squandering his fortune. But Mr. Scrooge, the fire is dying. Let it die. The warmth is sufficient. Good sir, Mr. Cratchit, put another scrap of coal on that fire, and your next train ride will be to the unemployment line.
And then a truly frightening version of Marley's Ghost.
In life I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Jeff told us that this production is the most complex ever staged at the Birdcage.
No, I don't do a homework. I said, oh, get out!
Scrooge receives visits from the ghosts of Christmas past.
I'm the ghost of Christmas past.
And what business brings you here?
Your welfare, partner.
Well, I'm very much obliged, but I can't help but think that a little sleep might be more conducive to my well-being.
Turn it look upon me. Come, you must follow.
And present,
I am being haunted against my will.
Well, too bad. You must understand what you have been and what you will become. May God bless Tiny Tim.
He's growing stronger and hardier every year. We'll have many Christmases more, I'm sure of it. And Mr. Scrooge has given me the entire day off with pay.
Mr. Scrooge. Boy, I wish I had him here. I'd give him a piece of my mind.
Dear, it's Christmas.
Christmas or not, he's a stingy, unfeeling old man. And no one knows that better than you do, Bob.
And finally, the future.
I knew the third spirit whose coming was foretold to me. I do not wish to see any more. No.
It is much past Mr. Cratchit's time.
And sees his lonely headstone in the Boot Hill Cemetery.
Ebenezer Scrooge. He died alone.
By Christmas morning, he is redeemed and reborn, and our Scrooge gives a very moving
I
performance.
will not forget the lessons I have learned. The shadows of the time to come may be dispelled by an altered life, and they will be. Oh, they will be! Wait, is it day? Hey, it is! It's light and it's day! Wait, that means it's Christmas. It's Christmas Day!
We won't give away the ending twist that Jeff mentioned in case you have a chance to see the show before it ends next month. But suffice it to say, Tiny Tim lives and we get sent off with a happy song. As if on cue, we had barely left the theater for a couple of fun pics with the cast when the snow began to fall. What a perfect way to wrap up a magical day of holiday entertainment at Knott's Merry Farm. Until next time, we will definitely be back for the next great adventure at Knott's Berry Farm.
So how are we wrapping up the night, Dale?
Well, we needed just to have a little toddy before we went to bed. And our hotel does not have a bar or anything like that. So we stopped off at the Knott's Chicken Dinner place. And there's a little bar here. So we're just finishing it off here. Let me tell you, yes, Glenn finished. It was an amazing day. So many things happened today. I met a YouTuber that I've been following for 10 years, and I just was floored that I got to see him today. And it was all set up by the Tuckers, who we came here to see Jeff's shows here at Knott's Berry Farm. It was an amazing day, don't you agree?
Yes, the best.
Yeah, best. Absolutely the best. And I'll tell you, I would come back here once a month if I could. It's really nice here, really nice.
Thank you.